unbeaten fighters and major performance. I can't tell you how excited I am about this.
Wingy Boxing, IFL TV, MTK Global, Sam Eggington. How's it feel? 154, brother. Feeling
mate.
good?
Much better, much better. I was telling the coach on the way out, we should have done this earlier. But hindsight's a good thing.
You got a smile on your face, even before the start of the interview. You was happy. You feel much,
I just feel
rejuvenated in it, yeah.
Yeah, after my fight at 10 stone 7, I know what I'm like. I'm gonna go and eat. Do you know what I mean? So I knew as soon as I got back to training, it would be the same drag to get to 10 stone 7. So it was sort of like, I'd win a fight at 10 stone 7, but I know I'd have to do it again. But now I know, I'm comfortable. I can go away. I can have, the fun that I need to have, and come back and do it healthy and comfortably. So yeah, I'm happy, man.
How did the fight play out? Talk us through the fight and the result.
I think we knew. We was going to win the fight. It just depended on how. I try not to predict. I wouldn't say I went in there for a KO, but I try and get an early night every time I box. So I think it went to plan. I knew he was a bit wild, and when he got a few shots, he would probably go on the run. So we had to kind of press him and try and do it as clever as possible, and then we did, and we caught him in the shots that we needed.
After the Mamone fight, what was going through your mind? How did you sort of build yourself back up?
Again,
was that a really hard?
Yeah.
I mean, every loss is obviously hard, but that was a hard one, wasn't
like I say, it was a double-edged sword again, mate. I was gutted. He wants to lose. I don't want to lose. I lost my European title. I didn't want to lose my European title. I didn't want to lose, but at the same time, it was if you ask the coaches and people in the dressing room, it was a crazy relief because we knew what was going to happen straight after we lost. Yeah. It was time to move up.
I got you. So it's like, right, that's done.
Like
I can breathe now. Yeah,
no one wants to lose. But
of course, but now you
like,
can. Yeah.
I couldn't move up, without losing, I suppose, because I had a European title, I had a good ranking, and so on. So, it was like I was gutted. I lost my title and I lost, but again, it was a double-edged sword, and we was ready to move up, and that was a mad relief.
So you had obviously the Gavin win. Yeah. Malinaji, European title win. Yeah. Are you looking to sort of get that wave back now? Because you had a big momentum as well as like a big fan base following you.
Yeah, and that's what hurt us a lot as well. Because
of the momentum going.
I had a nice ranking. I was ready to really push on, and it went wrong, but it is what it is, and we'll try and do that again. I'm hoping we'll have a talk with Barry and Eddie. I've got to thank a lot to get me on this show because it was pretty packed. So between Barry and Eddie, they squeezed me on, and I'm grateful for that. So past that, we're going to have a chat probably this week and try and pick up some big fights. Yeah.
So all the Sam Eggy crew out there, tell them to get back on the train. You're back on the train, mate.
We're on the battle hunt again.
Ready to go again, yeah. Are we talking names like Cheeseman and Williams? And
I don't think so, mate. Honestly, I mean maybe Williams, Smith.
Yeah, I got you. Why not Cheeseman? Not.
I just think the Cheeseman, Fowler. I've just said this in the interview. The top 10 are all like top boxers, but I don't think they've done anything for me to box them. I don't see what I would be boxing for. Whereas for them it would be a good win. But for me it'd be like, yeah, but you just beat all other good amateurs. He's only had 6 pro fights or 8 pro fights, and it wouldn't be something that I'd be looking for, mate. Honestly, no.
So if you've got a massive fight, let's say something like a Williams or even a Smith, depending on what happens obviously with this situation against Ali, would that's the sort of thing you'd take, that you go for that?
Within the domestic scene, like the top 3 or 4, but past that, I really want to try and build up my international ranking and try and get a big fight somewhere somewhere else, somewhere in the States maybe, or somewhere different, somewhere that you can grow up and think I fought over there, the States, or the arenas that they have, everyone knows them. So I'd like to do something like that, but we'll see what happens.
I've also to ask you about the prize fighter wins. How did you feel about them? Because that's where I sort of noticed you, and I've been a fan of yours, man, for a while. I've been a fan of yours. I like your style, man.
Do you know what? I'd never take them back.
You enjoyed it though, didn't you? I can see the smile on your face, man.
Wicked, mate. The first prize fight, I was 2 weeks notice. I was a reserve, and then it weren't until the last not the press conference, like the pictures and the promo thing, that they said, oh look, you can get in. So I was like, oh, of course. And then fought Dale Evans, and he nearly took my head off a few times. But the second one, I really trained for. I had some good notice, and it was fun, mate. It was, it was unreal. Like the crowds at the prize fighters. I know the big crowds are brilliant, but the crowds at the prize fighters, mate, they love it. So yeah, it was brilliant, man.
2 questions. You said you're hungry, you're going to go and eat. Where are you going? So I'm coming with you.
If you're paying, and I'll
well, I already owe you 20 quid for the interview, you bloody son, before I started. And secondly, I won't put you on the spot, don't worry, you go and eat. Is the Savage back?
He is, man, he is, and he's back with a lot of energy.
Wicked.
So, yeah.
Sam Eggington, thank you for speaking to Wingy Boxing and IFL TV.
Thanks a lot, pal.
Respect, brother.
Cheers,
thank
mate. Appreciate it.
Thanks for your time, man. Thank you.
They've all gone. 3 rounds, 3 minutes, 3 fights.
Unbeaten fighters and major performers. I can't tell you how excited I am about this.